Okay, there we go, right on the dot. A rarity. Actually, we've been pretty good about it this week, so, you know, we don't have to be quite so hard on ourselves, but we can if we want to. You know, if we've been bad. And of course, you know that I certainly have been. This is just part and parcel. So, we got something new. We're done with Wolfenstein, and I talk about dreams frequently here. That's what these are, these things that we're wandering through. You know, when you get right down to it, some are more vivid and complete than others, some are more violent and taxing than others. Sometimes that's how mine go. I wake up feeling tired in a way beyond the physical because I've spent my time in the world of thought purging it of, who fucking knows. I don't. You know, they're dreams, they fade. This is likely due in no small part to the drifting I engage in during my free time and time with you, lost things. Frequently, these things I wander through are directionless, messy affairs, a whirl of reds and oranges and screams and splatters until all the world vanishes under the new coat we lay on it, and ourselves. I like some of those dreams. They can be done well. They can be cathartic and engaging. I like some of the other ones too, though. Sometimes, and follow me here, I dream that I'm a valuable part of some greater enterprise, that I have a defined function, and while violence may be part of it, it is not the sum total. I dream that the contracts are clear and concise, and that expectations are firm and obvious, that my reward for my effort is just and deserved. I dream of being a good dog, I guess, but even good dogs like to chase things sometimes, right? I think we're allowed that. Let's get some noise. Let's give you eyes. And we're waiting on those thumbs up. Who knows? Only God knows. Okay, there we go. This is Monster Hunter. I've played some Monster Hunter. Not too much. There are people that play more Monster Hunter. But we're gonna do different stuff this time.
Sisters and brothers of the Fifth Fleet, it's time. I'll keep my farewell brief. Never was much with words. Once you board this ship, there's no turning back. The next ground your feet will touch will be that of the New World. If any of you have lost your nerve, then step away now, and let no one judge you. Very well. Then sail safe and strong, and may the Sapphire Star light your way.
Now, if you see some stray polygons here and there, something has gotten weird with the lighting engine, with the most recent NVIDIA drivers. Don't know what it is, haven't been able to track it down, but, you know, bear with me. We are far from a professional setup here, so, shrugsies. It should be mostly fine, though. Catter skill. Holy crap, a good game. Hey, I played 2 good games in a row. And then a real bad one. But yes, a very good game.
I don't know about you. It feels like ages since I left home to join the commission. So, nervous? Believe you me, I get it. Anything could happen to us, but hey, that's happened.
Hey, aren't you one of the A-list hunters?
What? No way! So are we! Hey! Tell us your name!
Fucking never. You'll never know who I am. Alright. let's be a boybus this time. And we're gonna get in here, and we're gonna fuck around with his face and stuff. Until such a time that I am satisfied. Sure. Confirm. Skin. Now who we're making is a brown dude. I know. Shocking. Yeah, hang on there. Yeah. 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 I want that face cragged. I want it climbable. Rise is excellent, by the way. It's only a timed exclusive on Switch. It should be coming to PC. Yeah, they announced sometime in 2022, which kind of sucks because, well, the waiting. But such is life. We want at least some fuzz on that head. We are going to cover it in a helmet, so it's largely a moot point, but still. Alright, and we're gonna need some... We're gonna need some brows that, don't necessarily say, I'm mad 24/7. This might be a solid brow type in order to fucking get the right kind of eyebrow on it. We are looking for vaguely, distantly disappointed and disapproving. I think we're good there. I think that hair color is going to work out just fine. Yeah, we can actually just straight up make it black. Okay, good. It auto-matched them. No. Whoop. Hit escape too many times. Anyway. They're already in the right color, so we're cooking with fucking gas there. We just have to get them the right general shape. Some of these are fucking dinner plates, huh? Yeah, they are. The witch is mentioning that they are far, far worse on the female models. Yeah, there's no getting away from just... like, really strangely big eyes there. That might be it. We might be able to rotate them? No, we can't. Alright. That might be it. Yeah, I agree. If we get them here-ish, and then we tuck them into the face a little bit. Yeah. I think that's as good as we're gonna do with this. Nose. I have to rotate you horizontally, because this nose has to be the right kind of nose. And you'll only let me say high or low on it. Which is a shame. Sorry? They do have a good range of noses. I think that it might be that one. I think it might be that one. Alright, and we need... see if we can find one that's a little less severe, I guess. We want a downturn, but we don't want a... like a cartoonish frown. We'll fuck around with some other things as well. I feel like that one actually sinks into the face. It does. Alright, cool. Well, that one does too, doesn't it? That's too much lip. I think... Yeah, you think 10? I think 10 is the way to go too. But again, we're fucking... We're gonna put stuff on his face, so it's not really. Saturation, none, brightness, down there. As we eyeball the match here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a better option for the beard. I think this is all a little bit too much here. Alright. And let's consider things with this face. Now that we've dressed it up a little bit. Do we have something that is a little bit more boxy and less bulb-shaped? Yeah. But the idea is, so the witch is familiar with the character that I'm fucking with here. The idea is then to draw it tight and kind of get a sort of gauntness to it. That might just be as close as we're gonna get. Yeah, it frightens me every time that it does that. Fuck around with where the wrinkles actually sit. Better? I'd say better. Looks like Derek Jeter. I haven't seen Derek Jeter in ages. I would not fucking know. Alright. So, now what can we... Oh, perfect. It's this one. We kind of draw it in a little bit. Does it have one that's mirrored? You can be a robot. It has that. You can also be shut up, man. Yeah, where someone has put over your face, shut up. I think that might be as good as we're going to get it, and I think what we're going to have to do is turn the brightness way the fuck down. And then we are going to have to... Sorry? You think a brown? Let's get the saturation up there so we can see what it is that we're doing first. It's a little bit too red. It's a little too yellow. Thereabouts. And then... dull. Yeah, I'd buy that. Metallic now. We can also kill the gloss. And we can make it luminescent. You do want it to glow. That means that you can put the glowy fucking robot bits on there. That's pretty good. For people that are into that. You can be a total glow idiot, like, if we fucking... then... You just... Ah! Now he's extremely powerful. But we're not going to do that, because I can't look at it, you know? I can't. So... The witch was a fan. The expression is probably fine. Let's see what we got. That's expression 2, is it? Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, I think it's expressions that they can. It might also be for, like, your guild card, which we never pay any attention to. So we're just going to leave it at default expression 1. Sure. Yeah, I'm seeing that. You can be several types of island boy or crop top. This is what we're wearing underneath. Oh, good. It already picked the right things. Excellent. It's the best part of any character creation in Monster Hunter. Might be 5. That's our front runner. Might be 6. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 6. That was all beautiful, by the way. I loved it. Thank you for all hunters, as it's loaded with parameters and skills that will let you go toe-to-toe with the toughest monsters in low and high rank. Equip the Guardian Alpha to give you the starting edge you need for hunting in the new world. Yeah, sure, I guess. None. Fuck it. I like the looks of that. That looks great. I don't know. I like the helmet. I wish I could close the visor. I feel like the visor is really the thing. Like, let's just clap that down, right? Oh, no pants, huh? Excellent. Very good. Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunately just a thing. Enter the name. This is last name. That's fine. And now, we craft a cat. I know the cat that I'm crafting. It's the same one every time. It's always going to be. That's close. The rest of him was fat is the thing. Pretty short. He kept that fucking high and tight. Pretty thick too. Yeah, that's fine. We need to get to that pattern though. See, the problem is the pattern. This is what was needed. Part 1. Yeah. Part 2. No, that was, yeah. Part 3. Yeah. Confirm. Eyes. Mad. Right eye. Fucking green, bro. And turn that saturation up. And turn that brightness up. There we go. Left eye. Oh, there was a change both thing. Excellent. That's it. There we go. The pupils. Sometimes blown the fuck out. He could get him there. Ears. He wasn't really one for fucking scrapping. This was a boy that lived in air conditioning, you know what I'm saying? I think the default ears are about where we're at. I need you to rotate. Did frequently have it crooked, but that was on purpose. That was a choice he made. That's probably the closest we're gonna get. Clothing. Well, my fucking boy's collar was rainbow. So there's that. And I don't think that we're going to be allowed to do that here, so we do need something garish. We need probably something on this end of the spectrum. And we need to bump it around about here. And we gotta get that saturated. We gotta fucking brighten that up. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Yeah. 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 I mean, he's gotta have his fucking kit, right? Now, this is going to be strange because the character's last name is Jacoby, but this is mandatory. This is his name. It's his name in every Monster Hunter. Pubs, they don't have birds.
So, how about a toast?
To the A-list! And the commission!
Cheers!
So, tell me, what's your theory? The Elder Dragons must migrate to the New World for some reason. After running the research commission for 40-odd years, the Guild's itching for an answer. They say the Fifth Fleet's got the best shot at cracking this case, and I agree!
Keep it down. Hey, speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2. Have you sat down with your partner yet?
Listen to that. Getting rough out there. The waves are picking up. And that's gotta mean landfall. You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-do. I'm not psychic, but I do have pretty good ears. Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself. Oh,
Yeah, see, that's just been happening since the new driver has been installed. Don't know why. Alright, well here we are on this. And that's a time. We're moving.
hello?
Hello.
Anybody there?
Yes.
Oh, hey, it's you!
It is.
Look what happened to the ship!
It's fucked.
We have to do something!
Like what?
It's not safe here! This way!
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. What do you want me to do? Push it? Ah, cool. It solved itself. That's a good boat.
We need to get out of here! I've got an idea! This way!
Okay.
Watch yourself!
Yeah, I know. What are you doing? Why are you still hanging out here? Come on. I'm leaving her.
Hurry!
She lives here now.
Oh, wow, wyverns. Ugh. I didn't think my first encounter would be filled with so much pecking. Shoo!
Your first encounter? How did you
Ground's moving again.
get on the A-list if it's your first encounter?
We're on. I knew it.
I see. You know, that's gonna be your problem.
Time to hitch a ride and get off this thing. Come on, let's go. Get a good running start, then jump.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Capcom. We've done this before. Y'all played Lost Planet with me. You know how this works. So anyway, that island was a boy.
The new world. Huh? No.
Honestly, we should be pretty thankful that it managed to carry us at all. And we didn't all just plunge into the undoubtedly boiling water. There's no way I'm swimming in this. It just ain't happening.
What's this? Somebody must have set up this camp.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're the 5th Fleet, right? It's got our logo on it.
It has a map in it. Well, part of one at least.
Sick. It's mine now. Boom.
Looks like we're right around here. The Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was supposed to dock. For now, I think it would be best if we make our way to base.
Yeah.
The map should help us find our way.
I wouldn't go running off. Alright.
Look, the Research Commission's headquarters. Come on, let's get going.
Can do. And so, you know, hey. Behold.
According to
Monster Hunter.
to get to H.
Oh, she's got more to say. Uh-huh. We need to go that way. Do you have more? Alright then.
These Aptonoths seem every bit as docile as the ones back home.
We'll be seeing a fair amount of these guys.
It looks like we need to go around.
And that spark of stuff you saw is from this lantern here. It's pointing me to things. This. If I were to slap that with my knife, I would be healed.
Something's up. The scout flies are gathering.
Uh-huh. Yeah, check it out. I was just explaining that.
What a weird plant. There's
Pie,
one
good
over
news.
here, too.
We can have a bird in our lodging.
I had the scout flies memorize my scent earlier. If you lose sight of me, just follow the scout flies, and they'll lead you right to me.
And there you have it. That's how this little lantern is going to work. It didn't used to be that way. We used to have to mark the critters with paint, and then it would show us where they were on the map.
These vines.
But I don't mind this. This has a little scent tracking mini game where you do some very light gestures of investigation in order to get the trail of something. This is why I told you not to go running off. Yeah, this would be it right here.
Okay, easy there. Don't pick a fight if you don't have a weapon.
Yeah.
We need to hide. Come on, this way. Hurry! Stay low in the brush to remain hidden. Quietly.
A little ham-fisted of a tutorial, but I don't mind.
Okay, the coast is clear. Let's get going while we still can.
So there are hiding mechanics, which for veterans of the series, I mean, is somewhat new. We'll talk more about that when we're in the game proper. Yeah, about all the things that have changed over the decades and
Stop us.
kind of my experience with this entire franchise. Now down. There we go. You gonna do it? There you go, be somebody. Alright. She figured it out.
What is this track?
Oh boy.
Look!
We'll have to fuck around with the driver and fix that for the next time. Fine there. That one's fine. Yeah, oh, absolutely. The witch was just saying that it's definitely somehow attached to the lighting. She's correct. And it's not even all lights. It's part of what's made it.
Don't mind me.
Okay. Bye.
This way, hurry.
Okay, let's go.
Sure.
Move.
I'm doing it. They haven't given me back control of the mouse yet. You still got that print around here, though? No? Okay. So I can track this thing down later, you see.
That is not good.
Oh. Hello.
Waiting for. Get over here.
This is something that you'll see. It's just going to happen while we're out in the field. Monsters will fight each other. There's an ecology at play. I don't feel like that gate's gonna work, but maybe it'll convince them that it's too much effort to get in here.
You all right?
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Amazing, ain't it? Just look at this gate. It's like nature meant for us to build a stera right here.
Stera. I like it.
The rest of the fifth are already here. You're the last to arrive.
Cool. The boat did get caught up on a big lava man, so
Okay, set him down here. Take it
You
nice
need to
and
tape
low.
up your shoulder. Hold still for a bit.
Hey, you guys made it!
Be right back. You're alive.
Had it rough, huh? When we couldn't find you two, we were starting to sweat bullets.
You scared us. We were talking about going out to look for you.
All's well that ends well.
Hey, we need a hand! Sorry.
Come on.
Catch you later.
This here's our trade yard. I guess the name says it all.
Look at all the people. The stuff.
Incredible, right? We've got it all here. We've got hunters to do all the exploring, scholars to do the research, technicians to keep them going. This place is the beating heart of the Commission. Wait here a sec. Commander, I found him.
Welcome to Astera.
It's true. We did make it. You start to learn who's capable and who isn't. I'm not sure how you could tell that by, like, just looking at me, but okay. Now, as much as I'd like to get you up to speed, I'm being pulled in about 8 different directions at once, yeah. Oh, at council.
Your reputations precede you.
Spoke highly of us as individuals. Think of what we can do as a team. Poor thing washed up not long ago. Go ahead and have a look around Astera.
Off you go.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give you the grand tour. Let's start by looking for your palico. This is our stockpile. They carry most of the basic necessities.
I thought we were gonna look for my cat.
Here to see what they have.
You're showing me where I can shop. It is a nice little bazaar, though, isn't it?
Smithy. It's this way. Over here.
I hope we find them here. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. Yes.
The old man in charge, my grandfather, was with the first. That was a long time ago. Me? I'm not with any fleet. Born and bred right here. Never even been to the old world.
Congratulations. So, at least that pays some lip service as to how all of this is.
Here's our smithy. This is where you can craft weapons and armor. You'll be here a lot.
Yes, we will.
Look at this place. Want to check it out? Ooh, it's toasty in here.
There's a big old fucking
Next up,
blast furnace there. Yeah. Alrighty.
wanna get going?
The canteen? I am so there.
Okay, bye.
Over here.
He'll turn up.
This here's our canteen.
Hey, over there.
See, there he is.
Hey, you!
Fucking cold, bud. You met her like,
I knew you'd pull
about 5 minutes ago.
Right. They're calling for a council. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Now that you are all here, let us begin council.
We're gonna start council for army.
After tracking a migrating Elder Dragon, the 5th Fleet have finally arrived in
Okay.
Astera. Give them a warm welcome. They're a fine group. Worthy comrades who will help see the Research Commission's long efforts finally rewarded. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, sir. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty.
This here is the Commission's core team. You should all get to know each other.
Looking forward to it.
Now, down to business. The latest monster to make the Elder Crossing is known as Zora Magdaros, a huge monster with a mountain of fire upon its back. The Research Commission's job is to discover exactly why the Elder Dragons are migrating to the New World.
Elder dragons have been with us since the dawn of time. Altering the ecosystem, reshaping the land, leaving disaster in their wake. Once every decade or so, they flock to this continent. But for what reason?
With the 5th's help, we will find the missing link.
Here, here.
Now we're talking!
Hunters, for the time being, I need you to focus on investigating our Jaguars problem and securing Astera. Start by investigating the Jaguars' habitat. Find out what makes them tick. Then we'll...
Right. We're on it, sir.
Everyone else, you know the drill. Make sure these hunters have everything they need.
Now we're talking!
You two, make it a priority to learn how we do things around here. You'll find good teachers, so don't be afraid to ask.
You heard him. Stick with me and you'll have no problems.
The 5th's banner promises a change in the wind. It's your job to fulfill that promise. All right, dismissed.
Okay. Our council meeting went well. Yeah, we got our first mission. You'll need a weapon, it's true. And we got quarters. It's true, we got quarters. The witch got up for a moment, so he's all fucked up.
So you can grab yourself a weapon.
Will do. And here's where we'll be staying for now. It's just bunks, but it ain't bad. Take it easy, dude. You're good.
We've placed some basic gear for you in that equipment box. Make sure to choose a weapon that suits you.
Will do. Weapons can be equipped with pendants. It's just little dangly bits. It doesn't do anything else. Have no actual function in combat. Alright. They do different things. Armor sets come in 5 pieces. You get the idea, there's equipment. So the hunter's knife is fine. We're gonna do this. And what are the stats on this? Higher than average. Higher than average, certainly. That's okay.
Want to get going?
Well, not yet. I want to do this.
Once you're ready, head to the canteen. I'll be there waiting with a quest.
You can get more familiar with your weapons at the training area. Just talk to the housekeeper to get started.
That's where we're headed. Some old closet that we turned into a makeshift room for you Mew hunters, but that's not the case. I promise. It's fully furnished with everything Meowster needs. They're going to call us Meowster. That's just how we're going to have to deal with this. Equipment box. Just hope you don't mind changing in front of others because you have roommates. Didn't they tell you about that? No? Okay. Moving on. Your room also comes with an area to manage your Palico's gear, right next to your bed even. Convenient, right? One more thing, if you need to access the training area, just come and talk to me. I'm here to lend a paw 24/7. What do we need? Training. We can also change the handler's outfit, but it's okay. Uh-huh. Ah, we got lighting problems again. Thank you. Uh-huh. Yes, good.
Okay, let's run through the hunting basics.
Yeah, real bad lighting problems there. Oof. Yeah, really bad ones. Really bad lighting problems. Good lord.
You can use that as slinger ammo. Great for getting a monster's attention or creating a distraction.
Uh-huh.
That's a bomb pod. A powerful type of slinger ammo that can do some serious damage.
Sure. I'm trying to figure out where
That's a piercing...
a lot of these are coming from so that I can
pierce the thick shell of monsters. That's a dragon pod.
sort of kind of turn them off.
Slinger ammo.
Ouch.
They say it's strong enough to take out elder dragons.
Yeah, we'll need to do like a clean install of that driver, huh? I wonder. Okay. Okay. I may have fixed it. Let's see. So what we've done is we've fucked with the load on demand bias, taking that off of variable because I think it's fucking itself up there. And we've also fucked with the DirectX API. Sometimes when you install a new driver, it decides what I really need to do is go ahead and get in there and use 12 instead of 11. So you have to switch it to 12 and then switch it back to 11. And it looks like that has alleviated our problems. I'm looking at these things. They're looking good. Let's practice. Shall we? Jeez. Alright. So. Yeah, okay. So we get this. We can snap our reload like that. Is that really going to just, is that everything? Let's see. So it's a thrust, quick reload. Oh, that reloads all the fucking shells now. Sick. Looks like everything else is just on a, timer. Anyway, so the way the gun lance works, we got shells. We have this new stake thing, worm stake. There it is. They have some thoughts on combos for us. A lot of it is going to do with getting our thing in the right position at the right time. Kind of like the traditional lance, we can guard and swing. That will reload everything. Okay, so the full reload is what you do to reload your worm stake. Understood. And so long as you are pressing buttons at roughly the right time, you're eventually going to get to these finisher things. Yeah, we fixed it. It was, I think it's a combination of the load on demand crap and the DirectX API. That's what it seemed to be. I want to see what this worm stake bit does when I actually land it. The problem is going to be landing it. That is something that is just Monster Hunter. There we are. There isn't a lock-on or anything. It works this way. Oh, really? Ah, the witch says Q is in fact the lock-on. Q has always been my select items thing, so maybe it's a default bind that I'm just missing. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyway. We can select things to pay attention to. That's F. But that's not going to mean that we're pointed that direction. We have to point there manually. which is going to mean a whole lot of this game is going to be about positioning, timing blocks, and timing dodges. We don't have a whole lot of dodge with this, and this is a relatively new feature, this clutch claw. But there's a quest explaining that, and we'll just let them do it. They're professionals. Finally, we can just go right back to HQ. Let's go ahead and do that. Fun times, huh?
Sort through the research commission's leads, and the ones they deem worth our attention become quests.
Hey!
I'm coming. The lift makes getting around easier, sure, but then I don't get to map out a stair in my head. See? This is the canteen. Eating meals boost your stats. So, Monster Hunter has a whole bunch of light survival elements, I would call them. If you don't eat, your stamina goes down. There are things you can do to boost your health and all that kind of stuff, and, well, there's also a kind of secret part of Monster Hunter that is something that you're familiar with if you've been playing these games from the get-go. Someone at Capcom is super into food. Super into food. What do I mean by that?
Hey!
This isn't even the half of it, fam. Not even close. This is the beginner shit, and already, that's a good-looking plate. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Oh, yeah. What are we waiting for?
Yep.
The new world awaits.
It's true. It does. Quests, they come from our handler. That's what she do. We're gonna go deal with some Jagras. We gotta kill 7 of them. It's not really that many. So we'll spend a lot of our time there doing other things. Got it. This is just basic controls.
All right, this is our first job. Let's do a quick review of quest rules. Rule number 1, complete the objective. Each quest has an objective.
There we go.
You can't consider the quest done until you complete that objective.
Will do.
Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagras.
Okay.
Let's check the map. We ran into some Jagras on the way to base. The small
They're there.
monsters, remember?
Yes,
I think we saw them somewhere around here. Want to check it out?
I do.
Rule number 2, use the supply box.
Okay.
The Commission supplies us with a loadout of certain items for each quest. They're in the supply box over there.
Uh-huh.
Have a look and decide what you should take along.
Yep, thank you.
Oh yeah,
So the gist of it is that we're going to be taking things just because. You can also, while you're at camp, cook a meal on your onesie. It's the same kinds of stuff that you would get at the canteen. It's just that you get a different cutscene, and we'll see that. Don't worry. The meter up there you see of the little knife with it's yellow, it's kind of glowing right now. That's sharpness. And over time, as we wail on monsters, the sharpness will go down. Primarily, it's the sharpness of this bayonet thing here. That's going to mean that we do less damage and can even rebound off of them. I think it's a neat mechanic. Maintain your stuff in the field. In the tent, we can...
Hey!
I know. Thank you. Okay. Yes, sir. We can change our equipment. If we wanted to. If we went, this isn't really working for me, I want to use this instead, we could. Or if we wanted to switch over to one of these, which we'll be fucking around with on this playthrough as well, we could. Various equipments and pieces that we could wear. We can change our cat's equipment And otherwise, just have ourselves a sit down, you know, just to think. A cup of something. Tea, coffee, whatever might be in that pot. Alrighty.
Want to get going?
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, will do.
Be careful.
So, I eat, my stamina goes up. I'm well fed. And I just picked up something. It's called an herb. I have it set to auto-craft these potions, which fix me. You can use the herbs on their own, or at least you used to be able to. I'm not sure if you still can now, but don't worry, we'll have more than enough of them.
Before attacking,
Dog.
keep in mind that what you're able to do depends on whether or not your weapon is drawn.
Yeah, thank you.
When
We're
you're
just looking around.
or gathering items, you'll generally want to keep your weapon sheathed.
It's largely because you move faster that way.
Sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
Great. Well, there you are. So it mentions ammo. That's for bow guns. And, well, we don't have one of those right now, but we will later. Or at least we don't have one equipped. I mentioned that we would be seeing the Aptonoth. There we go, we're maxed on potions. We'll start stacking herbs, and I'll see if we can use those on their own. There's a reason that the Aptonoth are around. We have a barbecue spit. The rest of you run. Go on. Go on. They will swing that tail. There you go. And then, hey, scavengers show up as well. So we have raw meat. And those rations are nice and everything, but sometimes we can be out here for quite some time.
Everything. The color of the meat and the song are clues. Nice! That looks so tasty.
No. They capitalize "so tasty" because that is the announcement that used to go off when you cooked meat in Monster Hunter. And after... Jesus, the first one was on the PS2. After quite some time, they changed the fucking jingle on me. It used to be a 2 count after the jingle ended that you would pull the steak. Quite literally, the jingle would end and you go 1, 2, and then pull it, and that's how you got a well-done steak. And that's the way it was for a long-ass time. It took me no less than like a day and a half to get this together. There we are. And we want a stockpile of these because, well, when there's no more rations, what are we eating? What's he running from? The barbecue spit also used to be something that you would have to go and buy. It wasn't standard equipment. Nice of them to include it. Same thing with the fishing rod and the whetstones. They used to be consumable things. You could run out of whetstones and would have to go and gather more. Not these days. Now it's just yours. Oh, I believe I already have the net as well. Yeah, I do. Okay. So, there is a reason to do this outside of just being a dick. And that's why. We are part of a research group, and capturing wildlife in order to just study them and then release them is part of our job. Like I said, not everything is going to mean violence here. It's not as if it's not part of it. But for example, like this yearling, I'm not going to mess with. That's okay. They can just be. Missed.
Hey!
I know. Thanks. I was going to chase those so that we could study one. You can also keep them as pets, at least in this game. There we go. Herbs. So, I'm not sure if herbs can be used on their own anymore. Nope, just craft items. And you can see that after a while, even with the one that I grabbed the meat on, they're kind of putting together that I'm not really a problem, and it's okay for them to hang around. Missed. Not quite on that one either. We might have to wait for them to land, which will mean remaining very, very still. We only have to kill 7 Jagras. It won't take us that long. Bingo. A bliss bill. Pi, is that your Monster Hunter Sona? Are you a bliss bill? He fucking ain't, I guarantee it. These are revoltures. More herbs for the stockpile. And then
honey and mix it with a potion to make mega potions.
It's true, we can, and we will. Don't worry, the bees will build that right back. So we also have this foraging element to it all, don't we?
Over here!
Yeah, I know. I see you. These are for making gun bits. And they're telling me that there are bugs around, but I don't see them for the time being.
A pack of Jagras. Those are the monsters we're after.
They sure are.
See how you hold up when you're on your own.
I'll be fine.
They're on the run. Don't
They sure are. It's fine.
Grab all the monster materials you can.
Some of them will get away.
Get the smithy.
And he's beaten me to the next point. We saw the smithy previously, and we see that this guy's sword is like a big old jawbone that someone sharpened. We're going to be making a lot of the big monsters, the dangerous ones that we fight, into clothing and tools. Some of those things we can find just in, you know, bones picked clean. Some of it is mined. And then we get on over to that big old forge, and we do our due. For right now, we're going to want pretty much just a little bit of everything, and I'll do my best to remember to explain what the fuck it is that I'm doing as I do it. A lot of this is second nature to me. I've spent so long over so many years in pretty much every Monster Hunter, including you know, doing the whole VPN shuffle to get on into the ones not released in the US.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's okay. Because, hey, we also have the local wildlife there. That's a reload.
Your weapon is losing its sharpness.
My weapon will be just fine. I'm not even done yet.
Keep it together, okay?
Keep it together? Homeboy, I'm done.
Okay, let's head home and report back to the old man.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. The nerve of this fool, you know? I mean, to be fair, it's the same thing you run into when, say, you boot up a Pokemon game. Honestly, those weren't all that far removed as far as the time frame that I was playing them, where these fools are like, this is how you hunt a monster, and I desperately want an option that says, I'm gonna be 34. I know what I'm doing. Like, if I was irresponsible, I'm old enough to be your dad, fam. Shush. Is it 34 or 35? 1987? Yeah. So I'm 2 years and change, so I'm 33 right now, going to be 34. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, cool. Sometimes you have to do a bit of math to remember what your age is when you don't give a shit. It's just how it is. So hey, our boy got some stuff. We got a new cutscene added. Let me just double check on everything, make sure it's still running good. Seems like it is. Good to see us. Alright. The Zora Magdaros, there we go. So, because the big lava boy came over, things are kind of in a tizzy, because, well, that's going to upset the ecosystem, isn't it? We're investigating the Kestodon herd and calling their numbers. Wouldn't want me to get hurt. No, that's okay.
All right. Now that you've got some materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do with them?
So, here's the other thing that it does. It'll just kind of, okay. I guess I had quit game and not quit to menu. It'll just kind of group you with a stranger. But that's okay. We're fixing it right now. Checking for add-on content, saving data. We should now be able to say, no, that's alright. But it does require us going back through the menu here and saying, create an online session, and private session, you bet your ass, online session ID only. Message, none, language doesn't matter, no preference, blah, 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 blah. There we go. Yup.
All right. Now that you've got some materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do with them?
We will. This is Poogie. Poogie's been in a lot of these games too. Poogie tends to wear that. It's a good idea to pet the pig. Looks like Poogie picked up the scent of some treasure. Pick up Poogie. Come here, my boy. Where is the treasure? It's not there. It's gotta be around here, right? Where's it at? There it goes. Hey, thanks, pig. Nice. You need some new clothing, though. Well, we don't have any yet, so you'll keep those memorial stripes, but at some point in time, this is going to be an adventure pig. And we want to continue petting Poogie like that, and eventually he'll kind of move in with us. These tend to mean other things. Okay? Commission is special, different from your past undertakings, if he had to guess. Alright. It's not about hunting down the elder dragons or punishing them for the damage they cause. Seeks an understanding of their place in nature, and ours, that's the point. The elder dragons are nature, and it's as futile to try and punish nature as it is to try to run from it.
That's hunting.
Knowing nature, now that's something we can do. We're going to face some real challenges. The best course might not always be clear.
What the world needs is
But before you take life, or move to defend it, understand it. That's what makes you a hunter. Well, sort of, but, you know, it's a good stance to start from. Anyway, now that the fucking you know, API isn't acting up. I want to welcome you, Lost Things, and I do mean welcome to Astera. One of the best hub towns I think I've ever experienced in a game. Everything about it not only feels grounded for its universe. I mean, you know, it is built on a bunch of ships, and that one's way the fuck up there who put it there. But it feels functional and, more importantly, welcoming. This is a spot that is lived in and used, and it's got that sort of genuine wear to it. This guy's got supplies. So what do we need? Nothing right now, but we can at least take a look. We can send them to our pouch or to our box. You can see it's got stuff. Returns to the user when thrown. It's a boomerang. You got binoculars in case you feel you need them. Trap tools. Barrels with which you can make big barrel bombs. This we're going to need a fair amount of in a little while. We actually may as well just grab it. We don't want to send it to the item box, though. We'll just leave it. Because that's going to fix bleeding. There's our login bonus. Great. They did a movie, so they've given me items based on the movie. I'm good, though. Then you must have finished your first quest. This is the ecological research, headed up by this guy. This little gremlin, man. Tracks gashes, sure did. Track them, collect data, and advance that study. Take it, analyze it, and compile it. That's what they do. That's not what Abby did, is it? It's not what she did. Helps us in the field. You got it. So, we can see our research levels. We got no guidance right now. This is what we can unlock by doing research. To their location to the next track, and destination and status shown on the map. We can check our field guide and see what it is we know. Just little bits and pieces. No known habits yet. We've met them. And they were the first one. We are researching this. We're not going to make any kind of claims or calls on it so far. This will be open later. But it is what it looks like. It's a spot to cultivate plants. You know, those herbs and stuff that we've been picking up. Yes, ma'am. This is the event manager. The Celestial Pursuit. And there you have it. They run seasonal events. They're on a cyclical kind of thing. So don't sweat it too much if you miss one. And I'm sure those will be back in subsequent Monster Hunters. Although it will be a shame to leave Astera. I'm also excited about the new places that I'll get to see. Each one of these spots has been a different flavor. You know, for example, now the NPCs actually talk to you instead of making, like, some strange grumbling and mumbling sounds, which had its own charm. But if they're continuing on this kind of road, I can't imagine there's anywhere that I'll roam within this setting that won't feel just right. What's up, fam? Yeah. He's the airship engineer with the 2nd Fleet, works on flying machines. Curious about why you haven't met a member of the 3rd yet? That's because they've been stranded for years. Wasn't long after the scholars from the 3rd landed before they insisted upon crossing the Great Ravine. So they got their ship converted into an airship and off they went. Until after it was going well until after they'd crossed the ravine, a flying monster attacked and grounded them. Well, you can't help but feel partly responsible. I can understand that, but still. Working on making a better airship, one that we could use to go rescue them, but between the New World's nasty weather and the strong winds hurtling down the ravine, it's been one failure after another. Camera, the hub town in Rise, has a very Japanese feel. Well, that's not a bad thing. How's it compare to Astera here as far as, like, amenities? Does Camera feel lived in? We won't catch this guy calling it quits. He's got a balloon idea.
My.
We look a lot more hunterly with a weapon on our back. It's the armory. So, thank you. We can just straight up purchase things from them. These are the beginner bits. The bone, you can see, has higher attack but lower sharpness. Lower attack but higher sharpness. You pick your poison to begin with, and it's a very simple choice. We can also purchase ready-made armor. It looks, you know, the way that you would expect it to. It's ready-made armor.
There you are, Fiver.
Look who's back with materials. It's true. And we'll be here a great deal, and we'll talk about it as I do it. What's available for the time being is simply upgrading, because they need us to go through this tutorial. Shh, don't worry about this just yet. The defender tree is up here. We're also... sorry about that. Itchy ear. We're not going to worry about that too much for the time being. First, what we're just going to do is... we found iron ore. We can make our gun lance just a little bit better. Those guys are excited. And hey, there we go. We can also see the other trees that are going to be stretching out before us with materials that we haven't discovered and traits that we're not entirely sure of yet. You see that they have elements attached to them. The equipment's gonna have stuff like that. Yes. Thank you. It definitely feels lived in, like a place you want to defend. Good. Good. Equipment skills, we'll get into that as we do. But, like, I feel like that's so fucking important for these games. To have, you know, something for you to want to be doing. A place that you want to be, and it's strange to me that where I've found that is in something like this, and not just because of how the game functions, but because it's not exactly what it is you would call to mind when you think of Capcom. I say Capcom, you think Street Fighter, maybe a Mega Man, Resident Evil most recently, that's what's in people's minds. And, well, they're missing this, aren't they? The Defender is out of the gate better than ours. So we're gonna throw that on. That's not to say that we're going to throw our old one away. We're not, because it can branch out into a whole bunch of other things, but we may not have the stuff for in order to improve the Defender. But we'll take any early edge that we can get, because why the fuck not? This is for when we fuck with the bowgun. Let's just get this tutorial thing out of the way, because, like, yeah, I know. So, they have mod slots. Bowguns get complicated, you know? It gets complicated. They mostly do what it is that they say they do. We'll fuck with this when it's worth fucking with. Right now, in early game, I don't see the point. We can also forge our boy some stuff. You know, he's got a shovel right now. We probably want one of these for him, right? Maybe a helmet. He can keep his jacket. We could, right out the gate, put a rabbit skull thing on him. You know, it's got some feathers like ears. It is a little bit better in defense, but we're not going to concern ourselves too much with that. Stranger shield on this, huh? Double bayonet. Looks rusted. Hey, Poogie. So, to the handler. She is always hanging out up here. Her character trait is that she eat a food. And we can talk to the Meowscular chef. He'll give us things to do. Best place for you to boost your hunt. We're from the 5th, it's true. He wants to clue us in to what the canteen is all about. Gains! Health. Stamina. It's stamina. Do you get it? He's a cat. Whatever. Max. Gains. That's what he's about. I want your quest. You interested in bulking up the canteen with more ingredients? Now that's what I'm talking about. Take care of the quest fungal flexing in the ancient forest, and that menu will be more packed than a great Jaggerus's belly. Finish that one up and I'll be able to get my paws on the goods. Don't let me down. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So, we go and we gather things, and that adds things to the menu here. That is an enormous fucking Tyrannosaurus slice that they're cooking right now. And that'll mean that we can order new and better and more things at the canteen, which will also mean that our food... we can call it food porn, right? That's what it is. Our food porn will get more and more explicit.
Hey there, partner.
Rise also has an owl companion called Cahoots. Good name. And you can get a layered armor that lets them look like a parrot, so you can customize the color of said parrot. Good. Hey, Pubs. We got news for you. Confirmed. Pi will be in Monster Hunter Rise when we play through it. Handlers post leads that they find on the quest board. You sign up for quests there. But we might miss out on all the eats. That's our quest board.
It lists the same quest that I've got, so don't worry about having to check 2 places.
There you go. She said it, so I ain't gotta. For now, we'll talk to her. So, yeah, we'll stick that on friends, so that we don't have to worry about this. Ahaha. And yeah, that's fine. We'll post a new one. We got optionals. A thicket of thugs, that's slay the Jagras, that's what we had before. And we want 20 gourmet shroom caps. Easy peasy. Yes. No, it's fine. There's only gonna be 1 player allowed in the map. We're good. Luck vouchers, boost your shit. That's fine. We're gonna save our luck vouchers for later when they matter. Take me away. Sure. The witch is saying at some point maybe we'll do one of these together, provided the internet can handle it. And yeah, it's, you know, it's Xfinity. Uh-huh. Delivery quests. We gotta go get a thing.
Materials. Step 1, go find some.
Yes. Now, is there... options. Don't say it. That's camera. No. Quest join settings, auto accept, HUD display. There we go. Yeah, it should be on, right? Go figure. Silhouette, mini-map, damage indicators, head armor. Oh well. It ain't that big of a deal. We'll see our bars when we need to see our bars. Oh, less of a chamber on this one. We only got 2 rounds for shelling. That's okay. It does let me say that, hey, gun lances will have different traits. Some old footprints of God knows what. It's from the Jagras. But we'll figure that out as we gather more things. We can also go over there and slap them, and the scout flies will be close enough to discover what it is that we're looking at. That's stuff to stick in the slinger, which is this thing on our wrist.
You need to load the slinger with some ammo. See anything useful lying around?
We got skid marks. So the slinger can be loaded with all kinds of things, you know, from rocks to what have you.
To distract monsters.
Pardon me. And there we go. We've identified the critter. The red pits are also a thing that you can throw in your slinger.
You can carve materials off of monsters. These materials are vital for producing new equipment and upgrading what you have.
And there we have it. Now, when they say gourmet shroom caps, there's going to be spots where we can gather a specific type of mushroom. We've got to come back with 20 of them before the timer is up. When I was much younger, I would really hate the timer. I was mostly used to JRPGs where you had all the time in the world to do whatever the fuck it was that you were talking about doing. And, you know, that always felt like a weight around my shoulders. All the same, I kept at it, and, well, these days I don't notice the timer. You have plenty. Don't let it stress you. Rework the PC port of Rise so that it's just an expansion of world. Yeah. I agree. So with...
Bright moss can be used as slinger ammo.
Yes.
Launch it at walls to eliminate dark areas. Like the inside of a cave, for example.
Are you done? Do you have more? Okay. Anyway, with Monster Hunter games, about the only thing that I truly wind up upset about is that I don't get to just do this but more. Because this but more is really all I want out of this series. I want all of those light survival mechanics. You know, maybe a thing that there's got to be a setting for that, right? Maybe a thing that allows you to set up camp and, you know, just enormous maps. Blow the scope of this super wide, and I may never leave. You know, basically give me a reason and an arena in which to make those binoculars desirable. Oh, this is new. And we have a carcass.
You can assign a target destination for your scout flies on the map.
It's true, I can. That's just broken fruit. Now we want the full reload. There we go. Because we want that spike. Jagger's scale. Some more footprints of something. Likely the Anjanath, I would think, given the region. But yeah, it's critters with specific regions and preferences for food and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of that knowledge is transferable from game to game. Like, I know what a Jagras is, and I know what an Aptonoth is, and what it is that they can and can't do for me, and when it's appropriate to fuck with them, and when it ain't. And I know where to expect X, Y, and Z critter. And that's just from having done this for quite some time, and that, I think, is also a valuable piece of game experience. This is those mushrooms we're looking for.
Perfect. You've got the materials you need. I'll mark where you found these on the wildlife map.
I see someone moving around over there. It's our question mark boy. If I'm not mistaken, we may also find some mushrooms up over here. That's red pits. I'm just gonna kind of crawl on under.
This place looks safe. I bet it would make the perfect camp.
Well, there you have it. We found a spot for a camp. Slinger bits, but that's not what we're really here for. We got some Jagras that want to talk about things. Now, come on. Pie, you sleepy? They changed their minds. Good night, Pie. Love you. Good night, pal. Alright, so around the bases of these trees, we typically find those. Nothing there, but heck, there's other places to look. Ah. We want these. These are for making medicine. There will be all kinds of things that we can end up afflicted with. Flash flies, but we don't really need to fuck with that. Bone piles. Oh, they can largely have it. Ooh. Another bitter bug. I gotta admit, it's kind of nice rediscovering this map. You know, on the other character that I'd picked up and was just like, I'll play some more of this. I already have everything marked, so there's not a whole lot that gets discovered unless I'm playing one of the new maps, which are also quite nice. The Iceborne expansion wasn't something that I was in a position to afford when it came out, but I did grab it recently, and nothing gets me quite like snow does. So, you know, there's your heads up that we're gonna get real wistful when we get there. Caught a beetle. A Hercudrome. Snag one of these boys here too. And if you were curious, yes, this also can be used to gather those smaller bugs that are for medicine and stuff off the walls. We want those. Probably continue down. Let's see what it is that we can scrounge around for down here. I feel like that's going to be too bright. Hello, bats. Now we're grabbing the spider webs because you combine those with ivy in order to make nets, and then the nets go into a trap tool in order to make a pitfall trap. Something that we can use to snare things and then tranquilize them for study.
You're less likely to lose sight of a monster if you use the focus camera.
Well, this is the Jagras lair. We don't necessarily want to spend our time fighting him just yet. We could, but there's better uses of our time. I don't think there are any mushrooms down there anyway. Question mark footprints. And these are different from the other ones. These are Jagras bits. No. Oh, I see. That's what left the footprints. That's a Rathalos. They've been with us since Monster Hunter 1. And these are the Kestodons. They're kind of backed into a corner, and I try to make it my habit, not just in games, but in any kind of hunting anything, that we probably leave the yearlings alone. Works for shooting deer, works for poking monsters with a gun lance. I know, you're mad that I'm over here. I'm gone, don't worry about it. What's up, Shuck? Hey, Toonami, how's it going, man? Or miss, or neither, or both. I don't know. All the same, hello. Old footprint. Y'all are gonna make a thing of this, huh? Alright, well, you're old enough. Did we learn something? Okay then. That's what we're looking for. In a 2-for-1. Those blue mushrooms are also part of medicine. They're part of a lot of medicines, and like I said, there's all kinds of stuff that we'll have to unfuck ourselves with. Quite a few. This is free food. Now we got a stamina buff. And we'll examine that carcass in a moment. That may be what made the carcass. Yep. It's definitely him. That's a Puke Puke. Yep. And as that tooltip would suggest, they are poisonous. Again, not something I want to spend my time fighting right now. I am here after mushrooms, after all, so we'll largely try to leave him alone unless he decides to make a thing out of it. The way that I tend to approach Monster Hunter is that in most games, monsters will become aggressive or aggro you. Or rather, you'll aggro them. Monster Hunter works the other way around for me. I typically leave them alone until they make a big deal out of it. In which case, they have aggroed me, and we have to sort this out one way or the other. There's another Hercudrome up there, but we don't really need to bother him either. Haven't watched you play since Metro, been super busy. Yeah, I can understand. The world is still in a way. So, things is things. You got a whole lot of extra stuff to just leave on in the background, though. We did Wolfenstein's. We're doing this now. What the fuck else did we do? We did, my brain stopped. We did the surge. There it is. That's not anything I can crawl through. That might be from another angle? Upsies. Oh, let's continue heading up the tree for now. There we are. Also, good timing. You're here at the part of the stream where I've mostly figured everything out. We had some pretty bad fucking display errors earlier, and then OBS crashed. That was fun. So, you know, hey, you're here now that we've ironed it out. An excite shroom. This is a moss wine. They also know where shrooms are. And we have old gashes, which are left by the Rathalos. We saw them flying overhead before. May have to extend that LOD bias. I had it set to medium just because, but you know, we're getting popping of things that are relatively close, so we'll fuck with it. Get them research points. And another flash bug. You see again, they auto-convert to a flash pod. That's something that we can launch out of our slinger to, well, flashbang wyverns. Something that they did to fuck around with just the way that you get places in this was add in that contextual slide and a whole lot of mantling and stuff. All of this verticality and everything that I'm fucking with was not part of original Monster Hunter, and I am genuinely super glad that it's here. I think that it adds a lot to the game to be allowed to go up and down and all kinds of other places. Good call. Alrighty. Now, these bugs are also something that have been around since the before times, since the long, long ago. And you can see what happens when I whack them with this big old thing. They fall apart. Well, now there's a way to, not. Which is good because it's no longer RNG as to whether or not I can actually harvest materials from them. And yeah, we do harvest materials from them. There we are. Used to be much, much, much harder. You'd have to slap them with something and largely they would fall apart. Sometimes they wouldn't. But you gotta be real gentle, otherwise they just go poof. It goes directly up. I don't know that I want to go directly up. Bye. Oh. I don't care. I believe that's just down somewhere that I don't necessarily need to be. Ugh. The good news is that these spots that we've been to previously, these little question mark zones here, they respawn. The Rathalos has got something to eat. We'll do our best to stay out of their way. Snatch up things as we see them. Oh boy, you going my way? No. That's good. We got the Gajau from there. This go anywhere fun? I don't think so. Not really. But hey, that's alright. We kind of want to head back this way anyway. We know where the other mushrooms are. Give our bayonets a sharpen as well. Now, of course, there's a camp of thinking that says that this should go full sim, and, you know, have you sharpening your thing by moving the mouse and trying to hone an edge on it. I don't know that that's necessary. I kind of like that they just nod at the fact that this is a process that you would need to go through, and that can be that. Honestly, Breath of the Wild has a lot of similarities when it comes to the way that its food system and everything works. And as we unlock more ingredients, like we're doing right now, we'll see that come into play, where you don't have access to a specific kind of stat buff unless you've done the quest to gather that ingredient, and same sort of thing. Different dish yields different results. Including some things that we'll have to drink when it's too hot out, and things that we'll have to drink when it's too cold out. A flower bed. That's not quite what we're after, but we'll grab it here just to mark it on the map anyway. We'll be after it at some point in time. There's the big Jagras. Like I said, not right now. Not right now. He's a time sink that I don't need. A little bit of mining out here. This spot should be relatively clear at this point. We saw the Jagras leaving. And I haven't seen the Puke Puke in a bit. They appear to be just hanging out elsewhere. Almost. Just 3 more. A little bit of a fucking blue ballsing there. So there's a chance that you don't get the precise quest item that you're looking for. Sometimes it gives you the quote higher quality items that are also there, that are worth points, and points are their own kind of currency. They let you do specific things. But when what you're looking for is a quest item, that could get somewhat frustrating. It never lasts long, though. It's just one of those where it's like, okay, well, I guess I gotta go over here then, right? That's what we're doing. Hey, gents. You sure you don't want to fuck off? Good call. Someone's on their way here. Yeah. What do you want to bet it's that guy? We're gonna cross paths with him. It looks like he just ate. So he's not going to be terribly interested in us right now. We do want to pass back through there, though. I'm looking to get up that way. The Rathalos is crying. Wonder why. Might have been poisoned. And unfortunately, they're also going this way, huh? Okay, I guess. I guess you could. I guess I can't stop you. Yeah, this is where we're aiming to go. Up the top of this should be one more thing. And we shouldn't have to unsettle the Rathalos in order to get it. Yeah. Okay. We're out of here. We've done it. Mushrooms are got. And we didn't upset anything too bad. So there's our reward screen for endemic life and for discovering monsters. We got a little bit into researching the Great Jagras. That's at the canteen, and that's at the canteen. Kestodon kerfuffle is what we're up to now. Because we're done there. These are the events. Don't worry about those. They're not going to be a thing for us for quite some time. Let's go get them Kestodons. We'll accept the quest, and then we'll, before we depart, go and grab something to eat. We did just go and get, some new mushrooms and everything, right? We'll use the lift to the canteen. It's a shame they don't show you riding up. That would have been nice. So we can pay with money or we can pay with points. We have more money right now, so we're just going to do that. And now we have access to the Chef's Choice. So, the Chef's Choice is pretty much always going to provide the best base buffs. Not necessarily always the best secondary buffs, so you can mix and match your foods with the custom platter. And you can add more ingredients as time rolls on. For now, remember, they're really, really into food. Super, super into it. Got a kebab, we got some cheese, it looks like we got just some cuts of meat. Our main dish was fish. That's good protein for you. He is all about those gains. He's a cat chef of his word.
Okay, our job is to
There
kill
we
a
are.
certain number of Kestodon. Recently, their numbers have been getting out of hand.
Want to get going?
I gotta find this fucking thing. I'm sure it's not. Yeah, like, it's not this. So it's gotta be... It's not party settings. Primary group. Nope, that ain't it. Wish list, Palico info. No. Signal. Okay. Let's copy the session ID. That's not going to be anything, so it must be in here. So we turn it off, and then we get what? That is just off. Okay. Okay. Link to item loadout. Linking radial menu shortcuts to item loadouts. It's not anything. Option when returning. Oh, there it is. Fixed, please. Because I need to know whether or not I got a fucking shout out on some of these or not. Helps to see this stuff. I know some people feel like it gets in the way, but fuck that. Alright, 3 Castodon males, 5 females is what we're here for. That's not what I'm looking for.
Ah, there we are.
Uh-huh.
Those, my friend, are Castodon. Let's see you take him out on your own.
Oh, those? Okay, yeah, sure. It is weird to see them around here. They're not, it's fine. My boy here is, just nanny stating it up, isn't he? Okay, and there we are. 2 out of 5 on the female, 1 out of 3 on the male.
All right, let's look for another group. Be careful.
I'll be fine. I'm in fact not lost.
Monsters lurking in this forest. The endemic life around
Or at the very least, I'm not lost in a way that would
try to learn as much as you can
impair me. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, it's just telling me where he is. That's fine. We're gonna grab these things because they're worth points. We'll try for another one of those rabbit ferrets in a moment or two.
Over here!
I know. Please stop making noise. I'm doing something. Something that is relatively new to the series, aside the grappling hook and the slinger and everything, is the ability to go on unlimited expeditions in order to kind of get your gathering done. Chill. Bingo. A shepherd hare. Twofer. We're good on sharp. We'll stick with this.
Over here!
I'm coming. Quit your belly aching. What?
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Be careful.
No. Okay, I've been pushed over lightly, very lightly.
Good work.
There we go.
That just about wraps up our work here. Wait. Hey, come here. Think I found something.
Sure. I mean, it was a very small group of them that you guys were really bent out of shape about, huh? That was not very many Castodon. Pardon me, birds.
Over here!
I'm doing it, but I'm also doing the rest of it.
Here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you got tired of waiting? Okay, cool. Yes.
Castodon. Something's up over.
Yeah, they're running. Big changes are happening in the ecosystem, apparently. It seems to me like it's... Yeah. It's just a matter of, like,
All right, partner. New assignment incoming. Take down that Great Jagras.
Sure.
If you're not ready, you can return to base and take on the Great Jagras quest later.
No, I'm ready.
Wanna get going?
I can handle him.
If you need to call your friends for help, go to the menu and select SOS Flare to signal them. And you're going to need friends when you go up against some of the tougher monsters.
I'm not.
In order for the scout flies to better track a target monster, we need to keep finding traces of it. Like footprints, for example.
Uh-huh.
You're turning up a lot of clues.
I mean, it's nice to have friends, sure.
Okay. We've tracked the Great Jagras enough for the scout flies to lead us to it.
Mm-hmm. We sure did, didn't we? But yeah, at no point in time am I going to require assistance. I'll be alright. Hi.
Dodge their attacks. Don't forget to guard, too.
Yeah, I need you to get that off my screen. We'll be knocked around a fair amount. Don't worry, it's normal. Yeah, huh. Anyway, we're back up. Uh-huh. I know. This must be frustrating for you.
The monster's been immobilized. Now's your chance. Watch out when a monster's enraged. It's better to hold off on your claw until things calm down a bit.
There we are. Scooting around.
That monster's really mad now.
Oh, it's fine.
Ready for some vicious attacks.
Again, you're making a bigger deal out of this than it needs to be. There we go. Oh yeah, you got somewhere to be?
When
That's fine.
monsters are running away, use the scout flies as a guide and they'll lead you right to them.
It's true, they will. Oh, I actually do want that scatter nut. Give me that.
You can use scatter nut as slinger ammo. It's good for staggering monsters.
Yes, it is. That's why I grabbed it. I'm glad that they're doing some of the explaining for me. It does lighten the load. Hi.
Yeah.
We can also do this.
Now's
Yeehaw. Submit. Submit. Let it happen.
Okay, it's down. Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up.
He's done. We've done it. Uh-huh. May I now harvest? Thank you. There he is. I'm doing it. Now, they may still try to give me a bump. That'll happen sometimes. The smaller critters will get fun at the end of your big hunts and kind of knock you around, and that can cost you carves, which is what it was that I was just doing. Sometimes the location that you carve at seems to affect drop rates. Most of the time I've seen in recent Monster Hunters, it doesn't. I also mentioned that we could capture them, and we will. We will. We'll be putting them in a hole and then fucking giving them just some sleepy time drugs, and then they'll come back to base with us and hang out for a little bit, and we'll send them to go fuck off later.
I think we got a lead.
On the Puke Puke? Yeah, I saw them. Previously.
Maybe. Let's check it out.
I witnessed them. You guys have been here for quite some time, like you've been here your entire life. You should know what that is.
Hey.
Alright. Yeah.
Well, you were right. There's our mark.
Gross.
Something's got him agitated.
This is lava rock.
Look over there. What in the heck is that?
A big old piece of molten stone.
Like it.
You think it's from Zora Magdaros?
Yes.
I'd like to find out. But we better report back first.
Okay.
All right?
Sure. We'll just leave him to be mad about it. And we're back at our reward screen. Sometimes our palicos will gather things. Welcome to the new world. 2-star assignments.
I see.
Yeah, I found a big old fucking piece of it. Send some researchers out right now, but not with a pissed off Puke Puke hanging around. Okay. It's pretty deep in the forest. We'll be better equipped to take it on once our team from the resource center is done rebuilding the forest camp. Once it's ready, we make our move. Until then, we do everything we can to help them get the camp up and running. Sure.
Once the camp is set up, you can go after that Puke Puke.
I wonder where the resource center is.
How are you feeling?
I'm alright. How about you, Chief? Have you gotten used to how things work? Oh, yeah, immediately. New world, new rules. It's something you have to get used to. But you will get used to it. You have to. Your life's counting on it, not to mention others as well. Look around you. Everyone here, strange or crazy as they may seem, they've all crossed the sea, just like you, and they've all carried out their duties. They looked the new world in the eye and realized the old way of doing things wouldn't cut it. Didn't stop them, though. They had conviction. Do you have conviction? No. Maybe some of it will rub off on me. That's fair. Anyway, this is the resource center. We found it.
Oh, you are too good to me.
You're going to help us rebuild the camp? Yeah, I am. They got plenty of work, provided that we're everything we're cracked up to be. Can't study anything without a proper HQ, that's true. We're establishing a camp. We do that via expedition.
Don't let me down.
And she assigns bounties, which are sort of quests. They're looser in structure. We can register them to just kind of keep track of them. There you have some more. Gather mushrooms. And this is just research points. Make sense? Makes sense.
Okay, let's get this expedition underway. Meet me
In a sec. Slay or capture them. Naturally, both have their merits, but frankly, well, it would be better for our long-term research to receive a live specimen that we can later return to the wild. See what I mean? So if you capture your quarry alive, you'll be commended for it and receive greater rewards. Commission rules. Yeah, sure. When able, we will. Let's see if anyone else has anything for us.
expedition just by heading out through the gate.
Yes.
Or you can use the world map. Whatever's easiest for you.
Nothing there, but we will eat before we go. We may as well since we're right here. Chef's choice, please. It is going to be the same meal for quite some time. And hey, we got a request from the smithy. I am. Okay. Will do. That'll explain the clutch claw and everything that it can do. For right now, what we're going to do is take a look at what our upgrade trees are looking like. That looks like a Rathalos material, so that ain't happening anytime soon. We've almost got everything here. And the Jagras stuff is now on the table. It comes from the bone tree. The rest of these we're not quite sure on yet, but we'll get there. I believe... yeah, it's not going to be quite up to snuff yet, but by the time that it hits here, it'll be up to snuff with this. This was added when Iceborne went live in order to, like they said, get you up to snuff with the things that you're going to be taking on. So it'll shorten our process a little bit, but it's not going to be anything that I think is disruptive. I fucked around with it previously, and it should be fine. I know, hard to believe that I fucked around with it previously, that I did any pre-production, given the issues that we ran into today, but trust me, those weren't there when I did it, but then again, neither was that driver, so... We can take a look at these bow guns as well. The Defender one, yeah, of course. I think we actually have... yeah, that one's in the inventory, so we'll at least forge one of these. Just to kind of get them ready. And we'll fuck with these too. So, they come in heavy and light, you can see that. Now they're prepared at the very least. We have new things that we can craft, and we can preview them. They look like that. Later we'll be able to change the color of our gear, and that'll be nice. You can see that they come with skills. Skills, well, they do stuff. Control skill info. Minor wind pressure. When wyverns beat their wings, they create pressure. They can blow you over. We got the Castodon stuff. Looks neat. Affinity sliding, so when you slide, you gain a bonus to a thing. At some point in time, we will just craft a set of beginner gear. As much as I like the way that this stuff looks, this equipment is something that I would consider disruptive to the kind of flow of the game, because it is so far beyond the pale. In fact, we will probably switch over right now. Yeah, we'll throw on the origin stuff. I know. I know that. So the origin stuff is patterned after the super old school Monster Hunter crap. You start a game, you would look kind of like this way back in the day. Anyway, there we go. We now have stats and bonuses that are a little bit more in line with what it is that we're going to be dealing with. The Jagras piece is what it is that we're going to be hunting for. In the meantime... yeah, that doesn't really benefit us. This might... how are those? There's some extra resistance to elements, but all in all, not super worth the craft for right now. We'll just save up and we'll do the Jagras stuff in a little bit. And let's see about... yeah. Get our boy a new thing. That shovel's fine. But how about an actual weapon? And there we go. Yeah, while we're at it, how about a helmet? There, something to protect your noggin. It looks like he could put on the Jagras stuff. I don't know that I want to do that right yet, though. How's that looking? Is that going to be acceptable? No. Nah. The big bone in the back is really what does it. Alright. Anyway, this... he can also wield a gun as a club. It does not shoot. It's been rendered non-functional. We could just be two gun lads having a good gun time, but it's not necessary. In multiplayer, you can do all kinds of things. You sure can. And I'm sure not interested right now. What I am interested in is doing the clutch claw thing. Shall we? Got it.
Let's get you up to speed on using the claw. Here's a crash course. Let's go over the basics first. Use your clutch claw with your weapon sheathed. That's it! Nice work. You can fire your claw with your... that's it! Nice work.
There we go. Easy peasy.
Hit a monster with your clutch claw to cling onto it. First, let's go over the weapon attacks you can use while clinging to a monster. The type of attack depends on which weapon you have equipped. The one you're wielding now will make the monster drop slinger ammo. Before we move on, let's get the exact timing down. This is going to be important, so pay attention. If the monster is moving, you're going to have a tough time landing an attack while clinging on. Attack the monster first to make it flinch, and once it stops, hit it where it hurts. Okay, let's see if you can pull this off in practice. Pay close attention to the monster's movements and land your attack. Attack the monster first to make it flinch, and once it stops, hit it where it hurts. There, it stops moving. Grapple on. You missed your opening, but don't sweat it. Focus on attacking it again until the next chance comes.
I have no idea what I just did there.
Just focus on attacking it again until...
that is a new feature.
Don't rush. Wait for the monster to flinch.
Okay. Whack. Nope.
You missed your opening, but
yeah, I know. I fumbled the thing.
Focus on attacking it again until the next chance comes. Good. Now attack with your weapon.
There we are. I'm doing it.
That's it. Nice work. Slinger ammo dropped by monsters is extremely potent. Make use of it whenever you can.
I guess that attaches another charge to that thing. Okay.
Okay, next we're gonna try to hit
So that may have been...
while clinging onto it. It depends on the monster, but there are usually several body parts you can cling onto. You can move to different parts of the monster's body while clinging onto it, but you'll consume a lot of stamina. Make sure to get your aim right before going for a particular body part. You'll need slinger ammo. Go find some and load up.
So that's... May have been because I had slinger stuff? You might be able to attach that to the fucking worm stake now. That would be interesting.
Attack the monster first to make it flinch, and once it stops, hit it where it hurts.
So... Yeah, load worm stake. So I can attach my slinger ammo as... some kind of additional projectile. That's cool. The reason that I'm taking time to experiment with that here and now is because they will not talk to me about it.
Now,
during this.
That's it. Nice work. That attack will consume all of your slinger ammo, but it can knock back monsters.
Uh-huh.
Let's move on. Now let's look at how to attack with your clutch claw. You can use this attack when clinging onto a monster's head. Attack the monster first to make it flinch, and once it stops, hit it where it hurts.
I'm doing it.
There! Stop moving! Grapple on. Use a claw attack to force the monster to change course.
Wrong button. I'm doing it. I'm performing the claw attack.
You missed your opening, but don't sweat.
Okay.
Just focus on attacking.
I guess I don't. I'm doing it in the wrong order. That is the claw attack, though. So, okay. I'm there.
Nice work.
Okay, now we're good.
Try again.
I did. We're done here.
This consumes a lot of stamina, but it allows you to make the monster change directions in quick succession.
I gotta stop breaking the tutorial.
Getting angry. When enraged, you won't be able to knock back monsters or get them to change course. Any monster becomes a threat if they're angry enough. Keep a close watch. When angry, monsters will be a lot more aggressive, so it's best to keep your distance for a while.
I'm not gonna.
Looks like it's calmed down. Let's move on.
And that's my ammo. Okay, cool. So if it doesn't get expended, then
You've learned so far into practice.
it's just something you can pick up again. That's pretty good.
Fire your slinger while clinging onto the monster's head to make it slam into walls. This will be a great opportunity to really wail on the monster.
Will do.
This is your time to shine.
So this is part of what I really do like about this game, is that there's all this time later, okay? And this was a main weapon of mine for several iterations of the franchise. And they've added new features that integrate with the rest of the features that I know, and there's new things for me to learn. Going to the wall now. Oh, you run straight forward. I see.
From the wall. Don't worry. Just try it again.
That's alright, we'll get him. Yeah, that's pointed at the wall. There you go, run.
Looks like you strayed too far from the wall.
It's true.
Just try it again.
We're getting used to the range on it. It is definitely something that I haven't played with terribly much. So you come over here. Come on. No, I gotta move up to his head. And he's gotta face the other direction, if I'm not mistaken. That'll do. Turn, please.
Great job. Always keep an eye out for ways to use your environment to your advantage when hunting. Nice work. That covers everything. Class dismissed.
Thanks. And now we're waiting. The timer's gotta run out, you know how it is. They just leave us in here with him, who is justifiably angry about this. But we got bits. Most of it is stuff that we broke off of them. It should be enough bits to craft some new stuff, though. You know, for us to wear.
Okay, let's get this expedition underway. Meet me at the gate.
First, though, I'm going to the workshop, sir. And don't worry, we won't always have these people tagging along. It'll just be you and me and the creatures soon enough.
You can embark on an expedition just by heading out through the gate. Or you can use the world map, whatever's easiest for you.
You can embark on munching my ass immediately. Fucking busy, dude. Fucking busy. What does this look like again? Goofy. We'll keep the one that's we put that on our face. That's a respectable helmet, isn't it? We've got the origin mail on. We may as well grab these. You know, start looking the part. So that's a 6, that's a 2, but we get a little bit of extra resistance to water. Probably just run with it. It ain't all that important at this stage in the game. Our boy looking good. We're looking much more like we belong here. We'll do this expedition and then we'll probably call it for the evening. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. And for expeditions, because they are typically...
We're in Astera.
Yes.
If you want to go on an expedition, open your world map and choose your destination. For
Okay.
this expedition, we need to head to the ancient forest.
I will.
Expand expeditions as we delve further into the new world. Pretty good incentive to explore, right?
Yes. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. There it is. So expeditions are typically a little bit more predictable. There's no time limit, which is nice. And like I said, we can eat just right over here.
Here serves food that will give you a boost for the hunt ahead.
If I get to the campsite first, or if you're lost, open up your map or use your scout flies to track me. Whenever you leave the base without signing up for a quest, you'll go on an expedition. There's no time limit or cap on how many times you're allowed to faint, which means you can explore to your heart's content.
It sure does. The mini canteen is also relatively new for the series. So is the ability to do this. We can stick something in there and see what comes out. So, why not? We got 10 of these. We'll roast a mushroom. We also have plenty of these rations, which you can buy more of, or you can just do what everyone, literally everyone, every sane human being on the planet would do, and, you know, just hunt your own food. You are a monster hunter, aren't you? So we have several places that we can go.
Over here.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hey. He's a researcher with the Commission. His field is the Grimalkins. They're a type of Lenian that are native to the New World. He wants to communicate with them and learn their lingo. But those creaky old bones just can't keep up with the flighty little chaps. Perhaps we could be of help? I'll buy his gnarly knuckles if you could chase after them. We track them down in the time it takes to say meow. What do you say? We're going to do it. So there are native species of things like the palico that already live here. We can research them the same way that we research the others, and when we make contact, our boy here will do his job and, you know, liaise. We'll also grab these on account of because these ants will sometimes be carrying something. They'll also kind of lead you to spots sometimes. It's good to keep an eye on them. And some more bones. I don't think we can make anything out of the Gajau stuff that we got, but at least not yet. We'll snag it all the same. Also, much to the witch's delight, there is fishing in this game. And we will be doing it. There are things that come specifically from fishing, and even its own little subplot. There's a guy here who is all about fishing. Thanks, Windows. Now it has shit to say, you know? This is one of those kinds of life that are also useful as a tool when you're fighting monsters. It's a Parrot. If I were to boot him, he would blow up his fucking air sac there, and then exhale a whole lot of paralytic gas. There you go. And let me grab this. Just in case. Keep the ore coming. We know there was a campsite up around here. Looks like an Anjanath too. I see that tail.
Hey, partner!
Chill out. Busy eating right now anyway. It's too dangerous. Look out. Don't do it. Ugh. Not something that I particularly appreciate in my Monster Hunter, someone saying, hey, don't. And there'll be many times where we just go ahead and do it anyway. But I understand that every one of these games is someone's first game, and, well, it's not...
I think we could build the camp here.
Yes.
Let's ask the head honchos.
Oh. It's not a big enough issue for me to really feel like it sours the experience in any way, shape, or form. It's more a moment of, I wish you wouldn't, I do know what it is that I'm doing, than it is a legitimate and genuine complaint. So there is one this way, which, if I'm not mistaken, we can get to by swinging? Nope, not quite close enough. Alright, so that's a one-way only. We'll go up and around. And stop agitating the locals with our antics. Yeah, we got more doodles. Doodles is good. Plant life works the same way as a whole lot of the animal life does, so a poison cup is self-explanatory. There's goop in there. You don't want to touch it. It's poison. Or you do want to touch it. Specifically, you want to make something touch it. Uh-huh. Big doodle. A thunderbug. Tells you what it's for right there. Like I said, handy.
Over here.
Yeah, hey. Oop. Some slowdown there. Wonder why. We spooked him.
Well, if we don't take care of that pest, the camp won't last the night.
Why do you think that? It's called a Kulu Yaku. Bird brain bandit. It is now our responsibility to get that fool on out of here, so we can open up this camp. No.
Wildlife map and switch to the world map. Then select a step.
But they always want you to go home and like, oh, really gather yourself. We largely won't be doing that. Flame nut. Okay. Well, let's go chase him down. We got feathers. We got footprints. And we want that research level up. Want to know his habits, want to be able to track him in the future. We're too high, I see. I was wondering what was going on there. Got a rock. Oh, he smoke screened himself.
Hurry up before you get noticed again.
Hurry up and what before I get noticed again?
To a monster. Where you're standing. It dropped some slinger ammo.
Actually, let's go ahead and load that. Then we'll grab these new ones. Yeah.
Attacking the part it's latched onto deals blunt damage.
So you stick them with it, then you slap the thing where it roughly is, and it deals extra damage to it, and also tends to stagger them. Let's grab that, and then let's grab this. We'll set our target. Those are feathers we already sampled. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Antidote herbs. Almost done. Get this good and sharp. Now this would only be taking slightly longer if we had done our usual upgrade tree. It's, like I said, the weapon for now is not all of that jarring as far as power is concerned. Ooh. It's a weird jump. Are you going to let me float down this? No. Okay. Is that the way? That might be the way. This, in fact, is the way. Found you. No need, friend. No need. You know, something fucking occurs to me. I don't see the...
Land your claw on a monster to grapple to.
Well, the wyvern fire function on this. It might not have it. Could be a major impediment later on. And I'm wondering if that doesn't also work kind of like the thorn pods. We'll see. It'll be easy to find out. He's gonna try to go to sleep. So we'll let him. No? You're just digging, huh? Oh, he's looking to eat egg. There we go.
Let's
No?
report our findings to everyone at the research center when we get back.
How do you set that off?
Select Astera from the world map so we can go home.
Nothing. Alright, well. We'll figure that out as we go. Cause hey, new tricks, right? We'll get our carve on. We'll get our research done. we got some other people that are looking to make contact here, and we'll probably make contact with them and then head back to Astera. I think the worst that we have to worry about here is like the Anjanath, and I don't sweat the Anjanath. We've had enough conversations between us that I'm confident that we can express our disapproval with their involvement. Let's catch a spider. Got him. Another flash bug is always nice. Scramble on under this. That's gotta be Rathalos bits. Positively gotta be. Yeah, no way it ain't. What are they doing hanging out this close to base, though? Well, sometimes they do, I guess. Still strange. I guess I was just chasing this, this single bit. That's fine. This is one of the ways that we can end our expedition. Yep. Let's head on back. We got some cool stuff. Our palicos grabbed us some extra herbs, and anything that's overflow like that will end up in our box. Which is good, because we're going to need a whole lot of just things.
Magnifique.
Thanks for making sure the campsite is safe. You're welcome. We went ahead and got the camp all set up. It's yours to use as you like. And now that I know what you're made of, Fiverr, I hope I can talk you into taking more jobs from me more often. Yeah, you got it. We got a new camp.
I have something special just
Oh,
for
yeah?
you.
Mega potions, sure. You got it.
Come back soon.
Ah, diced steak on the menu. I think we can just turn that in.
Magnifique.
Yeah. There's one. Great. Let's complete a delivery. Thank you? Thank you. Yeah. Because we had some, and, yep. Because we got some. Excellent. So this is another way that we'll end up with those. You know, we've now set up another camp. We have to go to the spot first and look at it, and then go, oh, cool. We need blah and blah to set it up. Great. Hunting Great Jagras. We'll deal with that later. For now... And other people have other side things for us as well. It used to be that the only way to save and turn the thing off was to flop in your bed. Which I appreciated. It's not the case anymore. But we can, at the very least, have ourselves a sit down. Ah, really? You're not going to let me use the menu from there? Oh well. That's fine. We're going to park ourselves in here. We'll go where we go. And we'll quit on out for the evening. And don't worry, I've saved before we exited. And so there we go. Long one today, broken up into 2 parts, unintentionally, but there's nothing I can do about OBS being unstable for a moment, or any of the other things that I had to fucking fix. Oh well, you know, such is the peril of doing anything live. Hopefully y'all are down, because we're gonna be at this for a bit. I could use it, and well, this is one of those spots that, sort of like Metro, feels a bit closer to home than other dreams that we get to walk through. All the same, you'll get a break from it, because we'll see you again Tuesday. In the meantime, I'll leave you to wander alone for a bit. See ya.